What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. It's gonna be a little different today. You wanna know why? Because I'm gonna show you the Metro. Look, a bunch of y'all are lucky enough to never have to experience the Metro. And I'm gonna let you experience it. I'm actually heading in a little earlier than I normally would. It's gonna be hit or miss because sometimes it sucks, sometimes it's okay. You guys cannot see me right now, but I'm gonna let you experience this. So if you notice, there's still people waiting for the Metro, but there's no Metro, right? A lot of people got on that train, but every single train cannot fit everyone. So sometimes you come to the Metro and you think that everything's gonna run super smooth and you get on the first Metro, but it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you have to wait for like 4 Metros because there's so many people and they just shove on the train and like then they lean against the door and then the doors open and close and sometimes people will yell at them and it's just, it's kind of a, it's like first come, first serve. And just everyone tries to shove on the train as fast as possible because everyone wants to get into the city, no one wants to be late for work. Luckily I came a little early to film this for you guys, but as you can see the Metro is, you know, it's effective, but because more and more people come to the city, it just gets worse every single day. So as you guys see, the Metro system, although it is the most effective way to get in the city, it's not what you think. When I first moved here to the city, I was like, oh my god, the Metro is gonna be the coolest thing in the entire world. Ride the Metro, I see people do it on the television set, you know, on the interwebs. But it goes to show you that really you can't, even living in a gigantic city, I love living in the city, but if you need to get somewhere on time, the Metro is not going to be your best bet, but also driving is probably not going to be your best bet. So saying you're going to get somewhere exactly at the time you want is going to be difficult because the train, when I got on the train, I waited for 2.5 minutes and just stood there on the train. Okay, sometimes they're late, sometimes they're busy, sometimes they're packed. I was there 20 minutes earlier than I normally am, and it was still, I had to wait on the train. So it's not what you think. The Metro's not as cool as you might think. I'm sure a lot of you who have ridden the Metros probably are like, I know it sucks. But it's the most effective way. I've tried driving, and driving is equally as terrible in the city. But I do love living in the city. DC is just a little different, a little bigger, a little more populated than Richmond. But now I have to get to work, so I'll see you guys maybe at lunchtime, probably on the way to the gym. Have you guys ever seen Final Destination, like all of them? That's why I don't walk like under those things, because the one with the glass, not worth it. So as you see, it is raining. Luckily I have an umbrella now, which I got for my birthday from my brother. This is actually the first time that I've lived here where it's been raining on the way to the gym. I've been fortunate enough for the past like 3 months now to never have this happen. That's another thing you have to factor in when you Metro, is you have to take everything you could possibly need. So an umbrella, you'd want to wear something that is not going to be super ruined, like some crazy expensive shoes. Now these are some new pants, and I'm afraid this color is going to bleed, not because I physically hurt them, but because the color is like a kind of a dark navy. So hopefully it doesn't bleed with the water. It happens, but so we're gonna continue our trek to the gym. Back hyper day. Why do we do it? The back's a big muscle group. I like working out my back. I like doing a bodybuilding day. Every now and then, once a week, I do a pull bodybuilding day. Whatever I want to do that day. We always start out the same. We start out with pull-ups. From there, I'll move into whatever I want. Today's case, we're gonna do close grip pull downs. There's not really a structure to this day. I do generally 3 to 4 pulling movements and then some bicep exercises, maybe some abs, and then I'm done. Some days I'll do sets of 8, some days I'll do sets of 10 to 12. Let's rewind. Some days I will do reps of 8 to 10, some days I will do reps of 10 to 12. Always sets of about 3 to 4, and I try to hit different portions of the back. So right there, we're doing a close grip pull down. I'll probably do a close grip row. Also, the number one thing that I forget at the gym are socks. So today, we're looking like Dr. Seuss, all color coordinating. So I'm wearing my work socks. What are those? Trying to get a little lower of a pulling movement, maybe an isolation movement, but it's really whatever I do. So if you're wondering what structure is on today, no structure. It's just a pull day. This is what I used to do way back in the day before I ever got any program, just my typical bro pull day biceps. One thing that I will say about these bodybuilding days compared to my powerlifting days, although they're very intense, both of them, both tire me out, I can get the bodybuilding days done a whole lot quicker. I can easily get this full pull day with biceps in an hour, tops, while me just doing deadlifts or me just doing squats and like 2 to 3 other movements take me an hour and a half, 2 hours. So just goes to show you, you compare like high volume training to like super high intensity training in the lower rep scheme, because I'm using a lot more energy to put out those like 2 to 3 reps than I am like 10 to 12. But it's just a different style of training. I like both, but for now, we're sticking with powerlifting. If there's one exercise that I've done for years and I've always sucked at, it is the lat pull down. Generally, even if I start with the movement, I suck at it. I'm not very strong at it. And then if I do it by the end, my forearms are on fire, straight up on fire. And I'm like, I'm only doing like 110 pounds right now. This is the final exercise for my back. Killing me. Like I'm like, ridiculous. So I'm extremely flustered right now because a whole bunch of Ever Forward samples were supposed to get here Monday, and then there's a customs delay, and they're supposed to get here today, being Tuesday, and then my person shipped into my Richmond address, so now it's gonna take another 2 days, and I've been waiting these forever, so I'm so frustrated. But I'm back from the gym, and I wanna try. Basically, you guys know I work with Quest Nutrition, and they have the new Quest Pumpkin Pie protein bars out, so I'm gonna try them. It's the first time I've tried them, and let me just give you a disclaimer, guys. I don't eat anything pumpkin. I don't really like pumpkin. I don't ever eat anything pumpkin. I'm not like, oh my God, let's go get a PSL, like, oh my God. I don't do anything, I don't eat pumpkin, but I'm gonna try this. So my opinion might be biased because I don't eat anything pumpkin or have a desire to really do that, but we're gonna try it. It is the limited edition Quest Pumpkin Pie. I don't know how limited, I don't know how long they're gonna have it. It's got some crunchy doos on top, but here we go. Don't eat anything pumpkin. That is actually really good. Dang! Is pumpkin always as good? This is actually fantastic. It tastes like, this doesn't even, I don't even know if this is actually what pumpkin tastes like. It tastes like cinnamon, and I don't even eat anything pumpkin. I'm gonna order another box of these. This is a little hard if I need to soften it up. These are really good, wow. So, good job, Quest. I never eat anything pumpkin, and this is fantastic. So don't mind the mess, but I wanted to show you guys what I'm getting my brother for his birthday. By the time this video's up, he already had it, but he has a Weekender bag and some duffels, and he really likes them, but these are upgrades. And I think he really liked this because they're leather. This is a Cole Haan Weekender bag. It's like a nice tan, and then I got him a matching DOP kit, just to kind of go along with it as a dual present. But he's turning 30 years old, so he's getting super old. I think he should like these upgrades, and yeah, that's what I got him. Happy birthday, man.